This is a review of the Secur Rainproof Hand Crank LED Telescoping Lantern. It has a 2 power level flashlight and 2 modes of emergency flashing red light. Inside the box, you'll find a charging cable that's used to charge it with a USB port on your computer. You can also use any AC wall charger you have that has a USB output. The cable is 2 feet long. One is a standard USB and the other is a round plug for the flashlight. You'll also find the flashlight itself and a brief instruction manual. It comes with a lanyard on it, which is, if you've ever been camping, that's a good idea because if you drop it, it can roll down a hill. The flashlight can be charged by cranking it, or it can be charged by plugging it in, like I said, to a computer or to a USB wall source. If you look at the bottom here, there's a little switch that says open. You pop that open, and up pops the crank that you can use to crank the flashlight to charge it. You want to turn this crank about 3 revolutions per second. It says to do this for about a minute at a time, up to about 3 minutes, not really anymore. In addition, the flashlight can be opened up by pulling on it, and when you extend it like this, you'll see here a flap with an LED. The LED tells you when it's charging, and you can lift up this flap here, and there's a port underneath of it that you can plug in. See the port? You can plug the cable in, and by doing so you can plug the other end in like I told you and charge the flashlight. The red LED on, which means I'm plugged into a charging source. I'm using an AC USB wall charger. We're in a dark hallway. I'm going to turn the flashlight on. This is the low beam. If you want to use it as a flashlight, it's best to collapse it all the way so the LED will shoot through the mirror reflector on the front. This is the high beam, and it is quite bright, so it would be very helpful to be outside if it's the only source of light that you have. Then I'm going to press it and it's glowing red, and here you can see this. It's more of a wand that you could use to signal to somebody. At this point you can actually pull out the front of the flashlight and make the wand a little bigger, and if you press it again, you can see now it's flashing, and it's actually flashing SOS. So that's a good emergency signal if you're out camping or have car trouble. I showed this being used as a flashlight when it's collapsed down, but now I've got it extended up because I want to show you what it would look like if it's used as a white lantern. Here you can take this, I'm going to turn the lights off, and you can turn it on with the low light in the low lantern mode, and I'm going to show the high mode next. And here you can see I switched it to the bright mode, and it's quite bright. It's basically lit up this room. So this flashlight actually has many modes of operation. A high-low flashlight, a high-low lantern, and a high-low emergency light. Here we are at this is the emergency light in a wand mode. This is the SOS mode. And this is the flashlight, and if I collapse it down, see how bright it is against the wall, which is about 10-12 feet away. And here it is on high beam. So it is quite a powerful light. I'm not going to go over the light time versus how many minutes you crank this. It's all clearly covered on the web page. There's no sense of me reiterating that. If you're going to use this in a flashlight mode, have it closed down like this. The reason for that is if you look down in the top here, you'll see the LED, and the LED is centered into a very bright, deep well. That broadcasts the light forward and makes it very bright. If you have it back like this, the light is hitting the back of the well and not going through, so you're not going to get a very bright light. But when you're in the LED mode for the red flashing lights, this happens to be the best method for this because this whole area here will glow red like a wand. It's like somebody directing traffic. And if you put it into the next mode, it actually flashes the SOS code, which is very nice when you're camping or your car is broken down. Like this mode here, this isn't for a flashlight mode, this is more like a lantern. This makes it a nice light to set on a table so you can have it and look and eat or read a book or talk. Light a lot. First of all, you got a 2-level flashlight, you've got a 2 brightness lantern, and you got a red emergency LED, and even one that puts out the SOS code. I also like the fact that you can charge it completely using a computer or an AC wall charger, USB wall charger, and also you can crank it in case of emergencies. This is an ideal flashlight for somebody who likes to go camping and spends a lot of time outdoors. I also think you could sit outside on your deck, use it as a lantern. It's just a nice light to have around your home for emergencies. I rate this product at 5 stars. This review is done by JJ CEO. I'd like to tell you I received a sample for test and evaluation, and I promise to give a fair and honest review.